Good morning, everyone. Today we're playing with another day of 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. For a second I thought it was going to be all tongue-tied. And the sketch is by Stephanie Olson, or it might be Olson. It looks like Olson. I'm not sure. It's O-L-S-O-N. So I was never good at this part. Well, anyway, we have an outside square, another square, and then another square. And inside that third square, we have a photo that looks like it's been framed and hung on the wall. And then there's like a floral over here and a floral over here. And then she's got journaling down here and a title up here. Now I am going to do, instead of like the triangle that goes up to the, like it makes it look like it's hanging from the wall, I'm gonna do a half circle. And I'm gonna have two titles, because I'm gonna put one up here around that circle, or half circle, and then I'm gonna put one down here. And so, I guess that's it. I think that's all I need to tell you to get started. Okay, my paper is Written Memories by Mintay. And it's kind of, well, it's very vintagey looking. Vintagey, isn't that a word? Kind of vintage looking. And then I'm also going to be using some of the things from it's called, I think it's just called Junk. And it's a book also by Mintay, and it has like these typewriter letters. So I'm going to use those because I wanted also something that looks vintage. And then I am going to be using a tag from here, yeah, this one here, and some clocks. So I'm going to be using those kind of things. And the picture I have is from nowadays. And it's of one of the twins, the girl twin, and she was going to a gymnastics meet, and so we met in Indianapolis and spent the night in a hotel. And after she got ready for bed, because it was late, she walked over to the phone and picked it up and said, "What is this?" And she looked from the headset down the cord to the phone, and I just thought, she's wondering how come it has to be tied down. So I actually videotaped her doing it. It was so funny when she went over there saying, "What's this?" I took out my phone and recorded her, and she didn't say a word, but it was so funny because she looked at the headset, down the cord, and over to the part where you dial the phone or push the buttons. So that is what my story is. And so I'm going to call it, "What is the Leash For?" And then my second title is going to be Somewhere in Time, because, you know, it's like, to us, we grew up with phones. But these kids, some of them have never seen a landline, or what we used to call a telephone. So that's what my titles are going to be. And so I'm going to go ahead, and I've got this paper here that looks like a ledger that somebody's written something on, and it obviously is in another language because I can't make out one thing on there. And then I'm going to mat my other paper, which is this beautiful floral. Oh, it looks like this on the back. It's got a typewriter, some books, and some other things. And then I just have this plain paper from my stash. And then I have this beautiful, very subtle floral. And then this one that looked like a wallpaper. Now, the hotel we stayed in was very modern, but I just thought, you know, she probably thinks, boy, you know how we used to think our parents were so ancient? And I'm thinking she probably thought that about seeing this phone, because she had never seen one before. It was so funny. So I'm gonna actually get these taped down, and get my title on, because it's going to be just hard enough just for me to concentrate on the oval. So I'll be right back after I get that done. I mean a circle. Okay, I thought I'd jump back in. If you hadn't seen how to put a title around a circle, I actually cut out a circle and I put a hole in the center of it, and then I measure from the edge to the center, which is 6 inches, and then I'm going to be putting my title just like this. I already laid out my title, so I know that it has to come all the way down to here to get it to all fit, and so that's where I'm going to start, and I'll be back as soon as I get that on. Okay, I'm putting down my telephone cord. So I've almost got it all down. So I'm gonna, if you haven't been here and seen me, what I do when I put down twine, I kind of make a, let me see if I can get in just a little bit closer because I'm just doing this section here. I kind of make a loop or whatever kind of direction I want the twine to go. I will draw, so I'm drawing like a half circle. And then I'm just going to pull that twine over it, and I just kind of go a little bit at a time, making sure I'm picking it up. Now my letters, they didn't, I had to start over on my letters and move them out further. So every time, so the way I've done it, whenever I'm under a word, I loop under. Whenever there's a division, I looped up. And so I did that all the way, so I got kind of an irregular loop going on. And you know, sometimes I did big, sometimes small. So right now I've got it right to here, and I'm going to do a down loop now. But I'm gonna kind of pick up here. And this glue dries so fast, you can kind of keep it from, you know, it doesn't really want to take off. So, or you know, it doesn't take you much to leave it there long enough to dry. And then I just kind of twist it, decide how, sometimes the twine will kind of twist a little bit itself. So I'm doing this final twist right here, and then I'm gonna kind of pull it over here, over the frame. And then I'm gonna do it just kind of long, maybe a little bit of swerve down here to where the other phone is going to be. So the phones are connected by this twine. Okay, so I'm kind of making a circle here. It's kind of almost circling around the rows. And hopefully my fingers aren't in the way too much. Okay, and I can see it's going to overlap about here, and then I'm going to pull it down here. So I'm going to get to that little section, and then I'm going to pull it into here. Hopefully my fingers are out of the way enough. So you know, when I tried it, this is where it looked like it would go. And my other phone, I've got this chipboard phone, and then I've got this it's actually from the frames part. Oh, I wasn't where you could see me. So I am going to pull that, whoops, kind of maybe about like that, because I want it to look like it's connected to this phone. So I think I'm going to do that kind of curve, and I just go a little bit at a time to make sure I still got the right angle, because sometimes I would go a little fast and then it's like, oh, my angle is off. And I want it to kind of end up to where it looks like it's plugged in at the base. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so let me just, I think I've got it there good enough that I can go ahead and kind of swerve it down. Okay. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna let it, or glue it all the way down here and then cut it off. And sometimes I've had a little bit of it pull up and then I just, you know, re-glue it, but it's usually pretty good. So I have this one here and I'm going to put, let me just go back out. I'm gonna put some dimensionals underneath this. Let's see, can I use this? And I probably, oh, it looks like it'll go over it, no problem. But I need to slide it over a little bit more. Okay. I love looking at this photo because it was just so funny, the look on her face, going from one to the other. Okay, and then I have the other little phone, the little tiny phone, and they're both the same style. And actually, I had a phone like this, and it's still someplace. I think she'd get a kick out of getting to play with that, so I might hunt it down. Okay, and then I am just going to glue this right over top of that string. I might have to put a little dimensional underneath there. My sweater keeps getting in the way. Okay, I think I need a partial dimensional underneath one of them. Tweezers. Okay. Oh, that doesn't want to stick to that. Let's see if I can do something else. Because I want it to look like it's glued on there, or stuck to that. Might have to find a little something else. Actually, if I put something heavy on top of it, it'll probably, I don't know if this is heavy enough or not. I need a punch. Oh, there's my other scissors I was looking for. Oh, these are nice and heavy. Let me set that on there for a while. Okay. And okay, and then I have this little typewriter. That's also from the set, and I've lost my, oh, there's my other clock. So I'm going to put these clocks, I might just finish gluing that later. Okay, so I'm gonna put the typewriter right here. No, we didn't have a typewriter in the room, but I thought it just added to the vintage look of it. And so I'm gonna stick a clock there. I have to see where my 12 o'clock is, because I do like it straight up and down. I think it's here, yep. And there's my 12 o'clock. So I'm going to stick down those clocks maybe about right there. I think I want these a little more closer together. So let me just, oh no, my thumbs all came out. Okay, let me see if that's about where I want them. Get this enough, just if I can overlap them first, and I kind of feel that I know where they're gonna be. Okay, I think about there, because I want to put this up on dimensionals. Okay, I think that should do it. It's hard layering when you want half of it up on dimensionals and the other half not on dimensionals. Like, now where do I want that? Okay, I think that's good there. Then I've got my little clock here. Because you got to put the bottoms down first. The ones that are underneath first. Okay, and so that should be good. And then I have my second title. I got to make sure I have room for that. Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay, I'm going to put this up on dimensionals too. Let me see if I can use this. When I'm putting something big down, I kind of like to use this bigger tape so it doesn't take me forever. Oh, I've got an extra little dimensional here sticking to me, so I might as well stick that on there too. And then sometimes I get it all done and realize part of it isn't underneath there, and then I have to tuck some in. But as long as I have most of it there, it should be good. We have a little skinnier piece for this side. I always hate for part of our time together to be I'm pulling off all these little papers. But I guess that's how it is sometimes. I got my little catch-all tray here. Sometimes I remember ahead to do this and then just have it sitting on a piece of wax paper. That always works nice. Okay, so now I've got that there, and I just need to overlap in the clocks, overlap in the picture for my collage. Okay, and I have my little hello. I thought about putting it in here, but I think I'm gonna put it over here. Like, hello, what is the leash for? Okay, and now I'm gonna put somewhere in time on this tag. And I've lost my N. Is it my sleeve? Nope, there it is. Nothing on my sleeve. And do I want it here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, I'm gonna pause while I do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my second title on my tag here. And this was also from the junk book. And I've got a piece of ribbon that came on a gift from another scrappy friend of mine. So I am just gonna tie it in a knot. It's already pretty, it doesn't need a bow. I love how it's crinkly and has the gold trim on it. It's just a gorgeous piece of ribbon. Okay, now I just got to get it to go the other way so I can see my title. Okay, oh, that looks good. Okay, and I'm just gonna take this down here. It's kind of funny rolling over the letters. I don't think I've done that before. Okay, and I am gonna put it underneath the, or on that frame part. Okay, I think that's good there. Oh, I'm over my little clock. So I just adjust that. And then I have a little pen from the Elements sheet. And so I'm going to put that on here too, because I'm just doing the whole vintagey thing, which is so fun. Okay, do I want to stick that there or just run it along the bottom? I think I'm just going to run it along the bottom. She's left-handed, so whenever I've got, let's see, half of my grandchildren are left-handed. I think that's what I figured out. Yeah, half of the biological ones are left-handed. Okay, so which is rare. So anyway, that's there. I'm going to put this hello. I am going to put it here. Oh, I also have this little keyhole, and I'm going to stick that in the middle of my little half circle here, and about here's the middle. And on that keyhole, instead of a key, I'm going to put a question mark with her questioning look of that phone being tied down. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that on there. Okay, so do I have, oh, I got everything glued down except for my hello. And I normally would have tried to have 3 wood pieces, but I think my story is just told with these, and I don't think I could add another. So this is just how it's going to be today. Okay. So I think that is it. Oh, I do have enamel dots. And I have white ones because I want to keep it very subtle looking. And so I'm going to put 3 down here. And 3 over here. Don't want them down at the base. I think I'll put them down at the base because I'm going to put some up there by that other, by the hello and the phone. I think I need to cut my nails. I keep losing my enamel dots in them. Okay, and so now I just have, put maybe one here by this phone. And then maybe kind of up here to kind of pull your eye around the, maybe here. Maybe this one needs to be up further too. Maybe at the bottom of the hello. And just kind of make them kind of triangular, because I always kind of do like a triangle of them. Okay, so that's it. I will have close-ups at the end. Make sure you check out all the other people that are playing along, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.